Pretty good, buddy. How are you?
Pretty good. What you doing here?
I am installing a full cage on a
completely custom cage, correct?
Well, it wasn't supposed to be custom.
No?
So the company that makes this cage, they don't have any instructions. So and they have terrible pictures. So I've kind of reverse engineered, how I say, of how it goes, but I'm making it custom to what the customer wants.
Awesome.
So the customer wanted to remove this because he wanted, you know, full vision of the mirror. The customers are quite tall, gentlemen. So we're removing that. We're removing the crossbars that go in the roof here.
Right.
Because the seats kind of put your head right there.
Of course.
We're removing these crossbars right here. But what I'm trying to do right now is I kind of have everything tacked really, really well. But I want to make sure that everything is exactly the way when I remove this thing as it was inside the vehicle. So I took measurements, of course, because the transmission tunnel, I can't really put too many things down here because then you can't get it out.
Sure.
But I took measurements of that hole right there. So these brackets originally were like over here.
Wow.
So what I did was I cut it down, and I also gave it kind of like a little bit of a line to it, so it's not so, hey, look at me.
Yeah, right.
So I did that on both sides. It went through the body mount, not the body mount rubber, but the pedestal for the body mount, so it's really sturdy. It's not just in the sheet metal.
Right.
Then these were bent, but they were bent incorrectly, so I actually had to bend these to fit with the line of the dash here and miss the door.
Wow.
So originally I was hitting right here, but when I bent it in, I bent both of these in to where they need to be. And then this one kind of keeps everything from flying around over here. Sure. I put this one right here to keep those two pieces together. I put that one over there to do that. I put a back one in the back there to keep that together. I put one right here to keep that together. I want this thing to come out in one big piece.
Right.
And make sure it doesn't move.
Sure.
And then once that happens, once I get it out, I'm gonna weld it all up. And then double check everything, make sure everything's still correct. And then once that's over and done with, it's off the powder coating.
This is Chris over here, still on his GTO project. What you got going on here today, Chris?
Doing the last little bit of pieces. Right now we're working on it. We integrated this garage door opener.
Oh, cool.
In the top of this console. So I'm going to wire it up, get it fused, make sure it's functioning, lighting up. Got the consoles in there with all the switches, the convertible top switches, the custom pocket, the shifter boot, wrapped in suede, all the gauges working, bezel's done, got the end of the console piece. So I wire this up, install this, fix the back part of the seat, and Dom is fixing to be taking it for test driving, do some data logging. Wow. Because the motor don't have enough timing in it. So we're gonna get it running to its optimal performance.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks,
it's winding down. It's awesome. Winding down.
I'm sure you'll be happy to see it.
Yes, sir.
Running out the door.
Yes,
sir. So whenever you have an opportunity to go for a ride in a hot rod, you take it, even if there's no front seat. Looks like I'm gonna be riding in the back here.
Yep, I don't think that door's shut all the way.
There we go. Just don't put the top down, Dom.
We'll be all right. Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
All right, so he's got the computer hooked up. And we're going for a ride. In the GTO.
Oh boy.
out of the shop, and if it ain't good for Dom, it ain't good for the guy who's buying it. So
That's right.
he's the man that does all their test drives.
Yeah, right now I'm just focusing on drivability, making sure it doesn't do anything weird, stalling, park throttle, responsiveness, and other stuff like that. It was super low on timing, so I put a bunch of timing into it, and it feels amazing right now. But one of the other issues the customer was complaining about was the RPMs would dip way too low when it was trying to return to idle.
Okay.
So we're gonna see what it does there. Seems to be good everywhere else. It feels much better now with more timing in it. It was very, very low in timing.
Okay, it's been a cool little ride so far here with Dom doing his test on it. And what I've been told, I wasn't told this until after I got in the truck or car, that he's gonna have to do a full open throttle test on it. So I'm gonna get another ride and get to feel the pull of this GTO. That'll be pretty cool. Okay, we are making the turn down to Dom's favorite little drag strip up here.
Yes. I have both. I either run 415 or just a quick putt this way.
Yeah, we're not gonna let anybody know where this is. Unless they know Sanford pretty well, they know where we're at, so. But no sense of alerting the authorities.
I'm gonna do first, second, and then just get into third.
Okay.
Just to make sure that everything's good. I don't really need to do anything more to. I just gotta watch the timing and see where it's at.
Okay.
Oh, we got road work going on down here.
Ooh. So a little bit of a
We'll go down past it.
distraction here. Sign says slow.
All right, we're gonna do a quick 1-2 here.
I saw about 85 on the speedometer.
That moves right along.
Yes, it does. That felt good.
There's no like, okay, we're losing power now. It just continuously keeps making power.
That was fun. I like that one. And I did it all for the back seat.
Yes.
All right, for all you kids at home, don't try that at home. This is professional grade quality work only. On a test track performed by professional drivers.
In Mexico.
In Mexico. Nice little 302 tucked up in this Mustang. I've been told that it will haul rear end.
All the mail. They tell me.
It's having some cooling issues, some cooling work done on it by none other than Dale, who does not like to do caulking.
No.
But they've always got something cool in here. Something's always different coming in and out these doors here.
Good today, Alan.
Good. Casey, how are you today?
Oh, it's a warm one here in Florida today.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Looks like you're working on the tub mounts.
Yep, we're about to get these fender braces all mocked up. We had to get a small adjustment made to our plates we had cut before, so we got our new plates cut. Now we're going to do the assembly, and hopefully by the end of the day we'll have some floating fenders on this thing.
Awesome, dude.
Got a little bit of cleanup to do a little mismatch fitting, and we're going to jump right into it and hopefully get some stuff accomplished.
Yeah, and I see that you have got the new, the cool little brackets back here on the trailer mount.
Yeah, we got our goosenecks around the other day. We went ahead and bent those and got them welded in just yesterday. Finished it up. Got a smooth finish all the way around both sides. We didn't want to keep the beads, everything's rollover on it, so we pretty much went with the smoothie and got those in. They'll be final and epoxied here soon.
That's a cool look, man. I like the way everything's tied in with the triangles on there.
Oh yeah, it came out good. I was kind of weary on how the presentation would lay out, but with the windows being cut in them and everything, it lays together pretty nicely.
Right. And then I see you've got all the dimple dies all done on the rear panels and on the side panels.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pretty much completely done with the panels. I have a few pieces of hardware I gotta weld. Just a few were offset from keeping our nice alignment and center there. So I gotta go ahead and just do a few welds on those, but that's permanently set.
Yeah, man, it's looking good.
We're expecting to do a rollout next week, so we're gonna be pushing forward to get this thing some steering fitted up on it so we can control the wheels. We're gonna get the front clip attached.
I saw y'all were working on the up front there. That's pretty cool.
Yep, and then we'll get the whole front clip attached with hardware. We're gonna set it. We're gonna set the hood on with blocks because we're doing new hinges, but we want to get the profile we're going for. We're gonna get the runners back on this thing. We're gonna get the tank in it, the radiator back on the drive shafts. Pretty much 100% everything that we got done, we're gonna have in for this rollout coming next week.
Man, that's cool.
And we're looking at 3/4 of a truck build complete, so it should be a pretty good eye catcher to see this thing roll out from a view.
Can't wait, man, can't wait.
Yeah,
and it's probably going to be a pretty proud moment for you, Guy, knowing that you did all this, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, we got a lot of time. Like I said, we're coming up on that year anniversary, and to see this thing roll out and be able to step back and just appreciate the hard work, it's going to be an eye catcher for me.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. Cool. I'm happy for you, man. Cool.
I appreciate it, Alan.
Thanks, Casey. So they put the front clip back on it, and it looks like they're getting ready to put the hood up there.
Yeah, so the back
See, you got a new helper out here.
Oh yes, oh yes.
A new member of Street Metal Concepts.
Got a new member here.
Yeah, what's your name?
Spencer.
Spencer. Awesome.
Yeah.
New member, huh?
Yeah.
So when they need somebody to go for donuts, you're the guy they send. Well, cool. New guy here, Spencer.
Spencer, he's gonna be part of our metal squad here. He's gonna be giving me a hand. Metal fabrication, welding. He's gonna be the second guy on the list here with me. So
Awesome.
you'll be seeing his face if you guys are following and subscribing like you should. Get to know his name because he's gonna be the next guy you're gonna see in the light here.
Awesome. Hey, so I'm back here with Zip, and we were just talking about some of the things that, you know, you watch these car shows on TV and the car comes in and it's a mess, and a half an hour later you got the big shot at the shop showing you that, oh, this is what we did, and it seems like it only took 30 minutes, but that's not the real way it is it, Zip?
No.
No?
Not at all.
Is there a lot that goes into it?
There's a ton that goes in. I mean, especially full builds. You know, you get a car that comes in as a mess and along with the dream and a pocket to support it. And
Right.
there's a ton of work. I mean, most often full out builds are usually no less than a year, usually closer to 2 years, sometimes even more. You know, that's how creative the project gets. There's a million factors, but in any full build, you're literally taking an entire car and trying to fix everything that's wrong, as well as make everything better than it was before when it was originally manufactured.
Yeah, because that's your name that's on that when it comes out of here, right?
You know, and you know, to us, we feel like we're doing the cars a justice to like the original designers of the cars. You know, you get a brand new '69 Camaro, let's just say, off the showroom floor. It wasn't gapped perfect, and the bumpers didn't fit perfect, and you know, all these pieces and parts. It was pretty darn good, a lot better than a lot of aftermarket stuff and whatever, but you know, it was production cars for people to drive and get to work. Where we're making a Lamborghini that looks like a Camaro.
Right.
You know, just a lot that goes into it. I mean, it's not what everybody wants, not what everybody needs, or it's not what anybody needs, honestly. This is a completely elective service that is probably, I tell everybody it's not a good idea financially. There are a lot better things you can do with your money.
Right.
But that's speaking in a financial only perspective.
But it's what the heart wants.
If you're a car guy,
Right.
The car wins every time.
Every time.
For me, everything in this business, there's been plenty of struggles and hardships and stuff that makes you just think, why am I even doing this? The cars always win. I love them. And, I left doing, classic cars and went into collision and made really good money doing it.
Right.
And didn't fulfill me. And, there's, maybe there's an amount of money that'll fill that hole, but it wasn't that.
Right.
And, so jumped into this, and so far, we're over 9 years in, and it's working out.
And you're producing beautiful cars.
But, it's a long process from coming in the door to leaving and everything's glorious.
It's not that half-hour show, you see.
Right.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. I'll let you get back to it. Looks like you got one of your fabulous mechanics, Mr. Eric Lee.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I am well, thank you.
You're still working on your baby here.
Yep. Yep. Had a issue with the AC previously was not installed properly, and
Getting it done right now, though, right?
correct.
Yes, sir. I saw they're still working on your panels for the radiator there in the back.
Yeah.
The dress panels and all. Yep.
Yep, it's at the body shop in the body department.
Yep.
So once that comes back, I can reassemble this, and
You're close to done, huh?
assuming nothing else arises, yeah.
Awesome.
So I got a whole new condenser coming, dryer, wash all the lines out, new compressor. So,
Just what it needed. Look at it, man. It is almost sitting. Is it on the frame right now?
yeah,
Wow.
it's almost low enough.
Almost low enough. So I've made it over to the body shop part of Street Metal Concepts, and this is Pete. This is Pete's place, and he's going to give us a little tour about what's going on and what's happening here at his shop. So let's start with the Impala here. Pete, what's going on with it?
Well, this car, I did all the metal work on it last year, and then the guy pulled it for a little while because he was having trouble with finances and stuff. So we got it back. He got everything worked out, so we got it back at the shop here, and we're stripping it all down. We've gapped the doors where you see the metal work on the edges of the doors. They don't fit very well with aftermarket parts, so we trim them, weld the edges, grind them back down and finish them to a 3/16 gap. And then with the quarter panels and stuff, you see they're stripped down to the bare metal. We do that just to clean up everything, make sure there's no rust anywhere on the aftermarket parts, because a lot of times you'll have some little issues with those. But we strip them all down, and once I get all this stripped, then we're going to pull the doors off and just do the tail section first, get that finished up. Then we'll move on to the doors, the hood. He's deleting a lot of the chrome off of the car, so if you notice on the hood here, it had a strip of chrome through here, so I had to cut little metal slugs to go in the holes, and we welded all that up. So this will have to have a little body work done on it, and then it'll be finished out. This has already been stripped in epoxy prime, so it's ready to go, except for the final work on it.
Right.
And then we did a lot of I can't show you too much back here because the deck lid is over here. It's been epoxy prime previously, and it's pretty much ready to go now. So
Okay.
and
So you've
basically
taken
same
this
thing. We took all the holes out of here because there was chrome here, and the guy didn't want the chrome, so we eliminated all the holes, and it'll be just a plain, it'll have some trim on it, but it's going to be done in a black satin probably.
Oh wow! So he's
it'll look real
wanting to
good.
black the thing out
Yeah.
completely. That'll be cool.
And now I'm just working on trying to get this quarter panel finished up, and I'm almost there with it. So you can see it's basically the same thing on the other side. And just to get this part ready, and then we'll pull the doors off. I still have to do, when we get these aftermarket parts, the skin on the deck lid and the doors haven't been welded on. So I've tacked some of it. We pulled the deck lid off, so now I have to flip it over and do some more tacking and finish that up. We adjust everything first to make it where it fits very well, and then we move on to the doors, which is the same thing. I've done most of the door except for in the front where you can't get to it on the hinge area. And then we'll do, the left fender's already been done with our epoxy, so I have to finish stripping the right front fender and do that. But the car's coming out really good. It's a lot better than I thought it would be, because I had some, some issues fitting the panels at first, but once Don got here and we started working with it, it started coming in very well. So.
Okay, awesome.
But it's original 64 Impala SS 4-speed 409 car.
Wow.
They just, well, if we, let me see if you can come through here.
All right.
Now these are not the valve covers that are going on the car. This engine, this car, when it was transported, the transporter tried to start it, and it had 2 4-barrels on it, so it backfired, caught on fire. He didn't put the fire out, so they called the fire department. They came, axed the grill, and then just completely hosed the motor. So,
Oh wow.
so of course it got water in it, but everything up here is new, with new inner wheel wells. The engine is completely rebuilt, aftermarket heads, aftermarket intake. We have the other valve covers, which will be painted. They're back at the main shop right now, but I mean, basically we turned this thing around pretty good. So, but it shouldn't be long now till we start getting into some body work. We'll skim coat all these panels. Well, we're not going to skim coat all of it, but where we have to, we're going to skim coat it and then block it, and then everything will be primed, and then it'll go into the paint process.
Right.
You can always tell a man by what's in his shop and what's important to him. And this is Pete, and this is Pete's shop, and you can just look around and see what's important to him. The things that he's got on his walls and the history of this shop for him. So I want to thank Pete for allowing me to come over and see his shop and to see the vehicles that he's working on for Street Metal Concepts. The 64 Impala, and this is a 66 Nova that had a few encounters with a guardrail on the other side. That's what they're repairing for the gentleman who brought it in there. Once again, I want to thank Pete for letting me come by and see his shop. Pete, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, that's been a pretty good day here at Street Metal Concepts, seeing what's going on. Got to take a ride in the cool GTO that's behind me. That was pretty fun. Checked in with Casey over there on the Hot Wheels truck. Saw a new Cuda come into the shop. The Mustang is new to the shop. The 99 Tahoe is done. Eric doesn't want to walk into the picture. But that's another fabulous day here at Street Metal Concepts. Thanks for watching, and do me a favor, if you can, down there in the corner is the little red button that says subscribe. Please, the more support I get from you, the better it is. So I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.